Hi, I'm Ian Grieve, and this is a short video on PurchaseHQ, one of the GP Elementz portals from ISC Software. There are two types of user who can access PurchaseHQ. There are approval users who can approve pending documents through the workflow module, and there are transaction users. These are the users who can enter purchase requisitions or purchase orders, depending on the configuration, and do goods receipt. There's no specific access which needs to be granted for approval users. Being a user who has a pending approval is sufficient to allow you to log into the portal and do your approvals. Transaction users, however, do need to be configured. But most of the configuration is exactly what you do through Dynamics GP as normal when you're creating a user. So as an example here, if we go to Administration and the User Setup window under Setup and System, I want to create a new user here for Graham Hunter. So if I fill in the details here the same way I normally would, put a password in for him. The difference, if you're not a web client user, however, this is normal, is that you go to the Directory Account tab and select a Windows account. And this is what's telling PurchaseHQ that this user can log in and do transactional stuff as the basic login part. The next thing we need to do, however, is in user access. We then grant access to this user to the different companies we want them to access. Now, it might be that this user is only going to be doing purchase ordering for Fabricam Inc. and not the other companies, so I'd only mark this. And when they're in PurchaseHQ, they won't get the option to toggle between companies, or if I have two companies selected, they'll only be able to choose between those two. So if I OK that, and the final step is in the user security window, is select the user in here, and then in each of the companies to which they have access, give them access to a role which has the purchase order processing windows assigned to it. And once that role has been assigned and been saved, that user can then log into PurchaseHQ. So if I log in here as the new user to verify it, and this is the Windows credentials I'm giving it at this stage. It's not the GP password for the user that we created a moment ago. So if I do log in, it'll go through and it'll log me into the portal, and I'll see the transaction entry tabs there at the top, and I can do transaction processing. Now, if the user isn't going to be a GP user, when you create the user here, you don't need to give it the passwords here. You could mark the box to say they're web client only user. However, in my case, this user is going to do some stuff through the web client, through the desktop client occasionally. So I've given them a password there, so it's created a standard SQL logon for them. But otherwise, I could just give the Windows account and the bit of login to PurchaseHQ and do the transactional processing once they're given access through user access and user security. So that's how you grant users access to PurchaseHQ. Thanks for watching.